What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today is another budget Sunday, so this is gonna be a little different, only because I'm not doing my January recap. So the reason for that being is because I started a new job, haven't gotten paid yet. My pay was kind of all over the place. I have been using my savings. That's why it's so important to have money in your savings, which I am totally okay with. Because I will just build that back up, no problem. But my money has kind of been all over the place, just because of that transition. So I'm just going to start fresh on February 1st, just start fresh from where I am. As soon as this is my suggestion. So for anyone who is in transition, this will be my plan, which I think is what's going to work best for me. So for anyone who doesn't know, if you are new, welcome. Please subscribe to the channel to see more budget videos going forward. But I do live in Canada. I am a single parent to a little girl. Recently got a new job, so I'm still in the transition period. And when you are in transition to, especially to something like a new job or more pay or anything like that, is kind of my advice is I'm going to bring my accounts to balance. So all my bills obviously are paid. The way that I do my spending is I do spend all my money on, most of my money on my Visa. I do that because I get a very large cash back, and I want to utilize the cashback system that my credit card has. So I do most of my spending on there, but I do pay it off every month. I never have a balance going forward. So I'm going to, before my first pay, I'm going to bring my Visa to zero, pay whatever is remainder, which is not a lot, and start fresh. So because I don't know the exact amount that I'm getting paid, I kind of estimated what I think my pay will be. I obviously know how much I'm getting paid by hour. However, because I haven't gotten paid yet, taxes, I could be off with that. So I kind of estimated what I think should be coming in, and I kind of did a budget off of those numbers. But I will spend less, more, and kind of fluctuate it based on what comes into my accounts. And that's kind of how I'm going to play it and what I am going to do kind of going forward. So this is going to be my budget, or my aim for budget, in overall, and I am doing it slightly a little differently. So my rent is the same at $12.17. Utilities, my hydro, it should be about $40, give or take. Then this is my brother. So because I'm obviously going back to work, my brother is watching my daughter when she is not in school and when I am working. So I pay him about $100 a week. So $400 in total. This amount will be probably a little different, only because I've already paid him, and that money came out of my savings account. So it will be probably a little different for February, but it should be, that would be my amount. Cell phone should be about $75. Internet should be $111. Better not be more. Last month it was more for some reason. It was $119. I'm not really sure why. So if it is more than this, then I definitely will be calling them and trying to get a lower amount in some way and figure that out. Sinking funds, because I use my sinking fund for Christmas and Christmas holiday. I need to start building that back up again. So my goal is to put $100 to it. Now, normally what I do for most of my sinking funds is that I use my tax refund to fund my sinking fund. So whatever money I get from my taxes usually fills my entire sinking fund, and that's pretty much what I use it for. But until I get that tax refund, until I do my taxes and see what I'm getting, I want to start putting money in there so that I can start building my savings back up. Then my $5,000 challenge, I definitely have an aim to do that. I will have to catch up for January because I wasn't really putting money into it due to the fact that I was not working and then transitioning to a new job. So I just put 200 as a estimation, but again, it will depend on how much that my exact amount that I have coming in, and my goal is to put at least 200. Canva, I do pay for Canva at $9. I did pretty much cancel most, if not all of my other subscriptions. There are a few subscriptions that I skip every month, which I'm totally okay with. Fabletics, Fab Kids, which is a kids clothing thing, kind of like Fabletics, but for kids, and then Just Fab for shoes. But I pretty much skip them every month, so I'm not counting that as a subscription, but I pretty much canceled all my other subscriptions, so I shouldn't have any surprises, misses, anything coming out of my account that I'm not anticipating, just for now, just so I can, again, bring everything to zero for February and kind of start fresh. Laundry should be about $40 because I do pay for laundry in my building. Then True Local is my meat subscription. $140 probably will be a little less than that because I took out my other add-ons, but should be about that. And I think I am going to get it for February, just because prices in the grocery store for meat is going up, and I find that True Local, which is a meat subscription, is the cheapest way for me to do it, because I do like high quality meats and high quality things, and you get the meat from like local farmers, and I want to support local as much as possible. So for me, this is very important for whenever I do need meat. And I think it's that time. $300 for food, which that's what I always budget for every month. So this is my other category. This is where I'm doing things a little differently. My other category of the other money that I would need to spend for other things, is really my area that I know I need to work on and I need to spend less. This is the area that I typically overspend every single month. And I think a lot of that is just because I don't like having another category that's not specific, if that makes any sense. So what I was doing before was $300 a month for other, and that includes everything else. But I just don't think I was fully keeping track of it very well, and I don't think it's a system that ultimately works for me and my brain and the way that it works, because I feel like I just go, okay, well, it'll go in my other category, it'll go in my other category, go in my other category, until the money's already gone and then spent, and then I'm like, oh, look at all the money you spent that's in the other category, if that makes any sense. So I just felt like I need more categories and I need to break down my spending so that I can know exactly what my budget is before I go into a store for that particular store. So Bella is my daughter. I put $60 in general. So this would be anything that I would need for her. Shoes, clothes, jackets. If she wants, a little treat, I'm going to take that money out of that. And so to track how much exactly I'm spending for her and her own spending. I will have another category at $100 of just, small miscellaneous things, if I have to go to the variety store to get, batteries or something, for example. So just small things that I buy. Home, I'm putting 60. Reason being is because I want to make sure that I am putting more money into my home to make my home really something that I want. My own personal problem is that I won't buy things regularly, especially for something like my house, and I will just use what I have until it dies. And I want to stop that. I want to make my house the best that I want it to be. So there are some things that I will need. I know home will include anything for home. So this will be decor. It will be, if I get new plates, it will be, if I get new pots, anything for my house in general. I'm going to need I need frying pans. I want some blankets, things like that. Book for 40. I just put 40 as an estimate, but my goal is to make it under that. I really love to read. I am a writer by nature, and so I really love to read, and I want to make sure that I am getting more books and that I'm reading more and stimulating my mind as much as possible. My goal is to get books on sale, go to the thrift store, get some, cheap books that don't cost a lot. So my goal is to get it under, but 40 is my budget right now. The dollar store, because I usually go to the dollar store every month. I'm going to budget for about $100. Given there's no major holidays, that shouldn't be a problem, because it's only Valentine's Day, and Valentine's Day, I get some stuff, but not a lot. Walmart, I will go to Walmart. I'm going to budget $100 for that. I know a lot of that, some of that will be for my daughter's Valentine's Day present, because that's kind of my goal, will be to get it at Walmart. Then supplements, I'm going to budget $150. I'm still debating on whether or not I want to do it or wait, but I'm going to put it in my budget just in case I do actually get some things. There are some things that I have run out on, but I'm just debating right now of how important they are to me. Do I really need them? Do I not need them? Should I save the money? That kind of thing. So undecided of whether or not I will spend that, but I am putting in my budget just in case. Just in case I need it. So that is my budget for February. I know a lot of people, January 1st, they kind of restart things. But for me, it's February, just because now I have a job, or a different job, and things are more stable. It's just easier for me right now to be able to do that. So I am starting fresh, kind of putting everything at zero and moving forward. I'm hoping that this works. It has worked for me in the past before I had kids, and I used cash. Having exact categories is something I feel like should work for me. So we will see how well that goes for me. That is everything for today. Definitely, again, like this video and comment below. Let me know what you think, how your budget is going, how your system is going. Are you changing it up or not? I would love to know. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.